Monique Marcetic-Voatangi taking some time to talk with us. And Monique, first of all, great game for you tonight. 20 points on the night. Almost a double-double, but offensive rebounding was big for you so far tonight.
Yeah.
5 offensive boards. What was working inside?
I don't know. I think it was just the physicality that the other team brought. So it kind of just balanced it, allowed me to balance the playing field because they were so physical. But yeah, I think it was just the other team's momentum that got me going, but also my own.
You had a great balance from the team as well. Spring inside was doing a really good job. And then you had an outside shooting force between Shannon. Hallie started heating up from beyond the arc. Even Andrea started heating up from beyond the arc. How much does that help inside with you guys?
It helps a lot because we know that they were trapping us inside. So whenever we get the ball out, they'd triple or double team us. And we knew to get out to our shooters because they just relocate where we can see them.
You guys had lost 4 of the last 5. How much did this mean to you guys to get that out of your minds with a win this dominant?
It was very, very nice to get a win, especially at home. The past few weeks have been really hard, but I think this is just the start of something new and fresh that we can bring into the regional tournament.
Does this start the revenge tour for you guys now? Is Western Wyoming up next, Casper up after them, Northwest up? Is this kind of the start of that revenge tour?
That, like I said, is the start of something new. Like, I think just bring our momentum and just playing with each other like more and more. We just get each other, like chemistry on court, it just increases a lot.
Mo, great game for you, and we'll look forward to seeing more.
Thank you.
Talking with the head coach for the Golden Eagles, big win to bounce back. Losing 4 of the last 5 can be a little bit deflating, but this one had to kind of be a convincing way to get out of that slump.
For sure. Again, I think the last time we stepped out, we saw ourselves compete at a high or elite level. And the message was just to try to find a way to continue playing at that high level. It doesn't matter who's on the other side of the ball, but we got to find a way to just play at a high level.
You knew that Central was going to come out in the second half with a little bit of fire, but you guys really didn't allow them to have much room in that second half, and you responded with an 18-5 run of your own to close out that third quarter. Was that something that you've wanted this team to kind of respond to? Because coming out of breaks seems to have been something that has been a little bit lackluster.
Yeah, no, definitely. Again, just about trying to put together 40 minutes and then figure out a way to start and start the first half and start the second half pretty strong. Again, they made a little run, but it was how we responded to it is what I was looking for. And like you said, we ended up being able to get it on a run.
There was some physicality inside, but you guys were still able to battle through, and a lot of offensive rebounds. In fact, Monique had 5. Lila had a couple. I know that a few more in there from some other players. But how big is the offensive rebounding on this team?
It's huge, especially when the team sit and play zone. We know we were going to take a lot of shots from the outside, so just trying to get those second chance opportunities came up big for us.
And talk a little bit about the strength of that sophomore Monique on the inside. What does she bring? We've talked about her before early in the season, but even late, there's just no stopping her motor, it seems.
Definitely not. Again, Mo's been that player that's kind of sacrificed a little bit of her game, playing on the interior for us for the last 2 years. And again, once she puts it in her mind that she could be successful in that position, today was just an example of her being able to be successful and have success on both sides of the ball.
It was a fun game for the bench a little bit, so you get to play them a little bit more. But talk about Andrea, too, a local kid being able to come out. And whenever she comes out, she doesn't get a ton of minutes, but whenever she does, she makes an impact.
Yeah, and it's hard to, give everybody equal minutes, you know what I mean? But when you have opportunities to get kids on the floor and allow them and then see them have success, obviously it's a great thing and a great feeling.
We'll wrap it up with this, Coach. I talked to Monique about it, but you guys start kind of this little bit of a revenge tour in these next couple games. I think you have Northwest coming up in a week at home, but Casper and Western Wyoming, all those games that you guys looking to try and get a bounce back on.
Seriously. Again, they're super important. It doesn't get any easier from here, but we'll just focus on one game at a time, man.
Coach, thanks for the time and congratulations.
Thank you.